This is Master Dancer, and we are going to discuss our top 5 worst films of the year. I will go first. Number 5, The Lobster. A lot of you people are going to be shocked I said that.
Wait.
Because it's...
Wait, no.
I'm saying mine first, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
So, my 5 is The Lobsters, because I know a lot of you thinking, oh my god, MovieMan, you're putting The Lobster as number 5 on worst? Yeah, I am, because I know it's nominated for a Golden Globe, and I completely respect its ability to try something new and different, but it was freaking weird, and there was, like, people throwing each other out of windows, and dogs bleeding, and, like, freaking people sticking hands in toasters, and it was a weird movie. I just couldn't get into it, and that's why it makes my number 5.
Okay. So, I'm sorry.
He's currently having nips right now.
I have sugar. Okay, no.
Number 5.
Number 5 is Ghostbusters. Because, I liked it. But the reason why it's number 5 is because, it's not the same. Well, I know it's not the same. It shouldn't be the same, but it's not the same, as the, Ghostbusters. I know girls would hate me for this, but I thought, what's his name? Chris Hemsworth?
Chris Hemsworth, yeah. The one who plays
Was
the
really
receptionist. Yeah.
Was really weird.
I thought it was great.
I thought it was weird.
Funny.
I thought it was weird. I'm like he's okay. Alright.
They just kind of felt forced.
Yeah, it was
I felt
weird.
like
it was a weird role for him.
I felt the chemistry in the original cast members in the 1984 classic. They had the chemistry. Like, the comedy was there, and they weren't forcing it. It was just naturally funny. But, like, as far as the new one goes, I thought it could have been better. It was good, but it could have been better.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4 would be Ride Along 2. We're wheeling out, people. The great Kevin Hart movies. We got Get Hard. We got Ride Along. We have The Wedding Ringer. We have Think Like a Man. Think Like a Man 2. And then we're going to get the movie Central Intelligence. And then we're going to get Jumanji. The remake with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. This guy, I think, is a talented comedian. I'm not saying along the lines of Eddie Murphy and people like Robin Williams. Not in the same freaking ballpark. But I think he has great comedic abilities. This film, Ride Along 2, was terrible. I loved the first one. I thought they shouldn't have made a sequel. Like, some films should just have a standalone film and doesn't deserve a sequel. Like Inception. That film does not need a sequel. This film shouldn't have got a sequel. Was terrible. The comedy was forced. Ice Cube was still, like, the tough guy he always is. And I just couldn't go along with this. I couldn't go for the Ride Along. It was... Ride Along 2, yeah, I made a joke out of it. Ride Along 2 was terrible, and that's why it makes my list. Yours.
Okay, mine is Zoolander 2. But, okay, yeah, the reason why he didn't, side for that, because
I did not see the first one.
He hasn't seen the first one! I thought it was good. It was bad. It was good! No, honey, it was good.
When Will Ferrell is getting lard out of his system and like, eat it, you fatty, I just couldn't get along with that.
Well, they did have some harsh comments in it, I'll say that.
Zoolander didn't want to be with his son because he was fat.
I know. But, yeah, there was, that's one of the reasons that's actually the number one reason why I hate it. Because, they called it fat, but, like, he called his own son fat.
There's a difference between funny and just harsh.
And he, like, there's some pretty harsh comments that shouldn't be in there, that should, like...
Yeah, like, I'm down for a funny comedy. I'm down for dumb humor, but there's a certain point where there's something funny, and then you're just being mean.
No, but their whole point was you have to, look at Zoolander 1...
Yeah, because it picks up where, yeah.
Picks it up where it was, because the concept of Zoolander 2 was he's done fashion now, so he's staying at home, and then people, like, convince him to do fashion again, and then...
Yeah, I was totally in for that. It's just, I felt like some of the comments.
And some parts were a little weird for me, but I actually like the weird stuff.
Like how he stops like the freaking. Yeah, like Justin Bieber and the yeah.
Yeah, the Justin Bieber scene. No, that was.
That
was in the beginning. It shouldn't be in there.
Like,
it should just start
I
off
don't
like where
understand
Zoolander is in his home and then he's alone.
Alright, I'm not spoiling anything, but I just don't understand. You see it in the trailers, this is not a spoiler. I don't understand how someone can get shot 50 times, but have enough life to go on Instagram and take a selfie of him doing the blue steel.
Yeah,
look.
that didn't make
like,
sense.
Really? Anyways.
Like Justin Bieber's scene shouldn't be on there.
It's unrealistic. But number 2, Suicide Squad, and it hurts to say it, but I have to. This film, it took a lot of thinking for me to debate if I was going to put this on my list or not. This film, I had a lot of hope that I really wanted to like this movie. The trailers look good, the film looked good, the cast, I was totally in for it. But I watched it, it just lied to you because the Joker's hardly in it. They're trying to explain all these character developments in 120 minutes while explaining this plot, while getting humor, while getting action, and while making it dramatic all at once with a big explosion and a big light from Enchantress. And it just... The beam of light from the sky is so overused. It was in Ghostbusters this year too. It's so overused. I felt like they should have done standalone films and worked up to Suicide Squad, and that would have worked better. This film was disappointing. It's not a terrible movie. It's not like the worst film I've ever seen. It's not along those lines. I would just say I was disappointed, and it could have done better because of so much hype. I thought DC was going to get back on track. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. But hopefully they can redeem it in the sequel if they make one because it got a lot of cash. What is yours?
Okay, mine is The Secret Life of Pets. Okay. For
Haven't
people
seen that.
watching this, okay, don't mind me. Don't be offended by it, but offended by it, sorry.
No.
But it is a really good kids film. I'll tell you that. But watching it when you're 17 years old and watching it in the theater watching it in the theater when you're 17 years old, it's not. It's kind of a little bit weird because there's one scene. I'll tell you one scene where the two dogs. I forget what their names are already, but there's the two dogs.
Right.
Were trying to go find the fluffy one's home.
Yeah. And
like father and stuff, and then they come into a sausage factory, and then they got all like, ooh, sausages, and like, oh, I love to eat them, and then I won't eat them. So, and then.
But yeah, that's what you're in for this movie.
No, and then they had a daydream. It's a weird daydream. They had like a sausage thing, and I'm like, and then I'm just sitting there like, what?
Okay.
It is cute concept though. I liked it.
Young kids would like it, but it's not for older audiences.
Yeah, so I recommend for kids to watch it, not our age.
I was thinking. All right, so I'm not gonna lie to you guys. My number 1 was Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, but I'm changing it up, actually.
Ooh.
Yeah. We're gonna say ours at once. All right. I know what it is. 3, 2, 1. Gods of Egypt.
I didn't even say mine.
Okay, it's a long title.
Looking glass.
Okay, I'll say mine quickly. Gods of Egypt. Okay, prepare yourself.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna make a separate review of this.
Impressed.
Now, I thought to myself, no, because someone reviewed the movie and I went, crap, that film came out this year. I totally forgot. It went right under my radar. I saw this film in theaters with my dad, because my dad went, hey, we're going to see a good movie. This one looks like a lot of fun. We're going to see it, and we're not going to watch a drama film because we've watched it too much. Let's see a fun adventure film. I'm like, I'm so down. I go to this movie. I'm sitting there. I'm watching the film in the beginning. It was slow. I'm like, okay, I'm getting into it. Oh, okay. This film is terrible. I do not recommend this on my worst enemy. This film has Gerard Butler next to his other shitty movies, The Bounty Hunter, Movie 43, and his freaking White House is down, London is down, and probably he's going to be doing CN Tower Has Fallen. But this film is terrible. It's CGI puke. It feels like if Aladdin and Indiana Jones had a child. It's a ripoff. It's a ripoff, and it is so bland. The character development is shallow. You can't get attached to anyone because you know nothing of them. When they're not talking, they're blowing up crap. And then, get this, humans can turn into creatures. It's Transformers.
Oh, God.
I turned to my father. I went, he's like, how'd you like the movie? I went, yeah, I like Transformers 5. I thought it was good.
Gosh.
It was terrible. The filming was terrible. That's why it makes the worst film of the year. And I will actually make my own separate review to express more. But Gods of Egypt, terrible. My worst film of the year. What is yours?
Okay, mine is Alice Through the Looking Glass. Okay, me and my boo here
Saw it for 1 year anniversary.
1 year anniversary.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there through the beginning. We were sitting there through the beginning.
It wasn't terrible.
It wasn't bad, but
It was.
Okay, like yes. But they should. Let's just say they shouldn't make.
The time travel.
No, they shouldn't make a sequel for this one because. Okay, you don't even see the Mad Hatter, like, throughout all of them, and,
yeah.
It's basically the whole version of the evil Red Queen and stuff.
Going back, it's like back
the Queen of Hearts.
It's like basically,
and then this, like...
It's Alice in Wonderland means Back to the Future.
Yeah, and then just, like, time travel, like, Back to the Future. Okay, let's go Back to the Future. Why don't we just make a Back to the Future?
I agree.
It doesn't make any sense.
I agree with your points, but there's one point I do disagree on. I do think, though, they could have made a sequel because it was directed by James Bobbin, who directed Muppets Most Wanted. And I think the reason why this film fell apart is because Tim Burton directed the first one, and he knows that world. He knows Alice's world.
They should have made a sequel. Okay, no.
Tim.
Okay, so they should have made a sequel, but not for the sequel. I like the concept that they're trying to do, but it didn't really work out. But they should have made a sequel of, like, I don't know, some other sequel other than that. I don't know.
Like are you saying like a spin-off of one of the characters? Like,
sure.
Like a Mad Hatter movie.
Yeah, kinda.
Or like
a little bit.
Or like. Or like a White Queen movie. Okay, I know what you're saying, yeah. But what I think they could have done is Tim Burton was a producer on this film. He directed the first one. Yes, he was still producing and part of the movie, making process of the second film, but I felt like he was the only person with a vision for that movie, for the first film, and the second one. And when I heard James Bobbin, I'm not insulting the director, I'm just saying that Tim is the only person who could helm that project, and that's the reason why it fell apart, because he does not know the style like Tim knows it. And it was just, not bland, but it was okay, but not great.
Yeah, so. The only character that I liked who was good acting in it was the Queen of Hearts.
Yeah.
Which I like. I love her. I loved her in, like, the cartoon.
Yeah.
I loved her in, like, the,
But, yeah.
That version, Tim Burton version. I liked her in the Alice Through the Looking Glass, but all the other characters I didn't like. There weren't any.
Yeah.
Like they weren't like the star of the show. Like Alice. Alice wasn't even the star of the show. Even as it said
it was the
in
Red
the title,
Queen. Yeah.
Alice Through the Looking Glass. I'm like, are you serious? It's all based on the Queen of Hearts. Why not we just make a Queen of Hearts movie?
Yeah, I agree. And like, this film made no money. I looked at the box office statistics of the grossing. It made around $200 million. The first one made $1 billion and won 2 Oscars. So you know that what Tim did with that film was successful. But after seeing this, I was really excited for this film. I wanted to like it. I never wanted to dislike a movie. Especially when it's Johnny Depp. I love him. And Tim.
But he wasn't basically.
He was absent in the entire film. He was hardly. He was like in probably.
He was in the beginning. He was in part. Like he was in the beginning, and then he was at the end.
He played his younger self.
There's like nothing.
But yeah, that's our worst films of the year of 2016.